Hey, my name is Jasmin and welcome to my channel. I'm so new to this thing, so bear with me if I is kind of weird in front of this camera. As you may can see in the title, I'm going to do the Booktube Newbie tag because this channel is going to be about books. I will just jump right into it. Okay, and sorry if I look down sometimes, it's because my question is down there. Okay, why did you start this channel? I started this channel because I wanted to be better at English, to talk English more, and just to talk about books. And I love books, I love reading them, but I haven't a lot of people who love reading like me. So I thought this was a perfect place. And the second question is, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? I don't know, maybe my funny accent and my wide variety of the books I read. Yeah, so I'm slowly working up to read more again and read all the books that I used to read. So maybe that, I don't know. First question is, what are you most excited about this new channel? I'm most excited to talk about books, obviously, and have someone who actually likes books listen to this and be in this community. Yeah, because I really love Booktube and have been a fan of a lot of people for some time now, and yeah, so I'm really excited about giving my 2 cents of what I mean about some books. The next question is, why do you love reading? I love reading because it's just bring you to another place, and you can live at so many different lives through when you read a book. And I also just love the feeling when you read a really good book, and it just makes you happy and such. Okay, the next question is, what book or series got you into reading? The book that actually got me into reading in the first place was probably either Hans Christian Andersen or Grimm, the brother Grimm stories when I was little, because my mother gave those books to me when I asked to something to read. But in the later years it was probably Twilight that made me read even more, and it made me read a lot more when the dystopians and more fantasy, because before that I read mostly contemporary and some fantasy and such. So yeah, the next question is, what challenge do you think starting a Booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? The first thing is probably the language barrier, because I'm not the best at English, so I have to be better than that at that. And the second thing is giving my opinion on things can be hard sometimes for me, so that I had to give my opinion on books publicly is a hard thing to do sometimes, but I'm also excited to do this, so yeah. The next question is, when did you start reading? I started reading at a young age, maybe 5, 6, so I have been reading a long time. I don't know if it was the exact number, because I feel like I have been reading all my life. So yeah. The next question is, where do you read? I read I read a lot of different places, but mostly in the bed or in a nice cozy chair. So yeah, and it's mostly there I read actually. So yeah. And the last question is, what kinds of book do you like to read? I love to read a lot of different books, as I said earlier, but mostly right now YA. But I also read a lot of adult books and middle grade actually. And I also read some non-fiction. It really has to catch my attention for me to read those books. But I read a lot of different books, and I try to read even more. Yeah, that was the question. I hope I answered them properly and that you understood me. Please leave a like and subscribe if you think this sounds promising. And we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!